Austin, you do not look okay. What's wrong?
My mother's ailment is getting worse. I had to stay back and cook a meal today and tuck her into bed.
Oh, it's okay. I'm sorry about your mom's health.
Thank you.
Well, why I asked you to come was because my father's friend is in town. He actually came to the house. He's a very prominent man, very rich man, and he owns a very big company in Asaba. I talked to him about you and he's willing to help you. But he just wants you to apply, that's all.
I'm sorry, my princess, but I don't want to work for him or his company.
Why? Look, Austin, this man is willing to help you. He'll do anything for me. And you know I'll do anything for you. I want you to be comfortable.
My princess, please don't think I'm ungrateful. I appreciate all your efforts.
Well, if you're grateful, then apply for the job. Look, this man wants me to be happy. And he wants to do anything for you. If you apply today, you'll get the job today. As simple as that.
My father always said I should follow my heart.
What do you mean by follow your heart?
I don't want to work for any privately owned company. I want to work for the government, where my ideals and initiatives will go directly to the people that need them. That is what I see as fulfillment. That is what my dream is all about. Please understand.
I humbly greet the head princess of Burma.
Keep your stupid greetings to yourself. Your greetings mean nothing to me. That low life sort of a nobody is in this palace talking with my sister. How did he get in here?
Your Highness, he came to see Princess Nneka. He came in peace and I let him in peace.
Really? Now, were you not the same guard that I ordered never to allow that pauper into this palace again?
It is your order, the head princess of the kingdom. But your younger sister, Princess Nneka, countered your order.
Really? So, Nneka now counters my orders, right?
I'm sorry, Your Highness. I don't want to be caught in the middle. I'm humbly sorry.
Oh, please, just keep your stupid apologies to yourself. I don't need them. Get out of my sight. Get out! Silly.
Okay. Austin, don't see it as if I'm trying to discourage you from your sad dreams. But do you think you have a future in the government ministries?
Well, I'm persuaded to think one has a future anywhere in the world. As long as you're smart, hardworking and resilient, resilient. That's what I think. And the private sector will not afford me that fulfillment. In the public sector, what I do impact people directly, and then there's a certain self-satisfaction and fulfillment as well. That's what I think.
I love you so much.
I love you too, my princess. You know I love being with you. But I have to go. My mother needs me. Okay? I love you. Come visit sometime, huh?
Njideka, the head princess, is a brutal woman. Are you aware of that?
Well, to an extent, yes, but I did not come to see her. I came to see her sister Nneka.
I know who you came to see. But I want to advise you as a brother, be very careful. Njideka hits you and she could go to any extent. She might even attempt killing you.
She told you that?
Not really. But you see, she looks at you as a pauper, and we all know she hates the poor. She learnt about your relationship with her sister and she's not comfortable with that. I'm not asking you to leave your woman, but please, tread with caution.
Nadozi, I've heard. Thank you very much for your advice. I will not forget in a hurry.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
And where are you coming from?
Excuse me.
Nneka, are you trying to tell me that you have no regard or no respect for royalty? What exactly are you doing with that riffraff who has no background whatsoever?
Njideka, as my elder sister, I respect you a lot. Don't let me do something I will regret.
Will you stand back right there?
Njideka, why are you always looking for trouble? Look, you are the head princess of this kingdom. A role model to the maidens out there. They look up to you. Why do you always do things that undermine your status in this kingdom? Why?
Nneka, now you listen to me. The instruction I gave to the porter was very stern and decisive. I told them that under no circumstance I never wanted to see that riffraff in this palace again. Now tell me, why did you flaunt my orders?
In a very polite way, I would ask you to answer my simple question. Why would you give an order to the porter not to let my fiancé enter this palace?
Nneka, because you are a princess. You are a princess for Christ's sake. You have no business with cheap ragamuffins, low-life people on the street who are not even sure of their next meal. You have no business with them. Now let me issue this last warning. If you do not stop saying that card, you will force me to do something that you will ever live to regret.
I would not leave a man that I love simply because the head princess hates him and thinks he's a wretch. I wouldn't do that. I love him. Excuse me.
Nneka! Nneka! Okay. We shall see.
Mama, eat. I'm trying. Mama, force yourself to eat. You need to build your energy up. You always tell me this when I'm sick.
I'll eat, my son. I'll eat. Odunze left here some minutes before you return.
What did he want?
They have finally sold the land.
Huh?
No, my son, sit down.
I want to go and ask them why they sold the land.
There is no need. Sit down, my son. Pico. Now do.
I don't want to be involved in any land dispute with anyone. But I have a right to ask them why they sold the land.
There's no need for that. Yes, no need. They can go ahead and sell anything. But they cannot sell your heart. Yes, they cannot. I want you to learn how to allow God do his thing in his own way. Remember what your father used to say. That every man has his own burden. I want you to see Odunze as your own burden and learn to live with it. Please, my son.
Mama, wash your hand and eat.
We know a lady by the company that she keeps. What does that mean?
Daddy, Nneka has been doing everything to undermine your position as king in this kingdom. And you just have to stop her.
I still don't understand what you mean.
Daddy, the rumors are everywhere that the mother killed the father. The family has no class and is relatively unknown. Nneka claims to be engaged to someone from such a stinkingly degrading background.
Hold it. Nneka is engaged to a man that I know nothing about?
Daddy, she is not just engaged to this man. She smuggles him into this palace at will. Daddy, you have to call her and caution her before I do something nobody would like.
Go and call her for me. Go and fetch her for me. You have been smuggling in a man into this palace. True or false?
Dad, my fiancé has been coming in and out of this palace freely, through the main gate. Is that what my sister calls smuggling?
Your sister said that the man enters and leaves freely into this palace. Is that correct, Princess?
Daddy, I don't think we should concern ourselves with the method of entry here. I think our main point of focus should be the class of this man that she's parading. Daddy, remind her that she is a princess, and as such, she has no justification to misbehave.
Why are you...
Most especially with a riffraff.
Why are you inciting our father over nothing? Dad, Austin and I are in love, and he has proposed to me.
Nneka, I put it to you that you're talking arrant rubbish. There is no way you're going to marry that riffraff. I am the head princess of this kingdom, and I can tell you confidently that you are wasting your time with Austin because you guys will never ever get married.
Now, I want my princesses to calm down. Calm down! I am going to handle the matter my own way and communicate my decision to you people. Alright? Now you may leave now.
Daddy, you just have to take this seriously. The guy is a nobody, for Christ's sake.
Leave for now. I will keep
Who is the crowd? Who is the crowd?
And what are you doing here?
Njideka, Austin loves me, and I love Austin. And we are going to get married. And if you do anything to spoil my plans, to God only, I will not forgive you. I will not.
I know it's not going to happen. It's not just happening. There is no way I would allow my own sister get married to some insignificant, classless guy without any form of status or foundation. I would do anything. I would use my last strength to make sure that never happens.
I am not concerned about his background. My concern is about the allegation that his mother killed his father. And I ask you, what do you know?
Your Majesty, I appreciate your call. But the truth is that I don't know what actually killed the man. Iyke alleged that his brother was killed by that widow. I don't know how accurate the information is.
So, how did he die? I mean, what killed him?
When a woman is married by a man of this kingdom, she must not be promiscuous.
Yes.
The woman was alleged to be extremely promiscuous. And Iyke insists that his brother died as a result of her promiscuity.
Based on what you know about this said woman, would you say that that level of allegation on her have merit, or was it in a bad faith? Answer me.
Well, Ever since the man died, the woman has been suffering from a terminal ailment. And so many people believe that she is suffering from her promiscuous life. But I don't know. In fact, I don't believe that.
It's all right. I've heard you. I'm still thinking. We have to unravage all this. Bear that in mind, all right? The truth must come.
I pray so. I pray so, Your Majesty.
I am highly disappointed at what you just told my dad.
My princess, I don't know. I don't understand why you will express such a stand.
Iyke, would you be in this kingdom and allow the son of that woman marry a princess?
What? Austin want to marry a princess? Which of the princesses?
Oh, please, Iyke, come on. Give me some credit. What do you take me for? What in the world would I be doing with that dirty brat? Look, I'm talking about my kid sister. She's obsessed with him. And men like you owe it as a duty to stop it.
The king didn't tell me why he was asking all the questions. But I think I have an idea. If it will please my princess, I can go right away and tell the king that that young man cannot marry any of the princesses of this kingdom.
That will be held as an afterthought. You know my father. You can read in between the lines. Iyke, I want you to go home and think. Figure out a way you will present this to my dad. That boy must not marry my sister. And I need you to accomplish that.
Don't worry, my princess. I am Iyke, the only one that speaks his mind without sentiments. You can always count on me.
Thank you.
Thank you, my princess. My princess. Wow.
Uncle, why would you sell land that's meant for the whole family without our consent?
You are the one parading yourself as a member of this family. We have expunged your name from the list. All I can tell you, go back to your mother wherever she is.
No, I don't understand. Why would you expunge my name from the list? I'm the bona fide son of my father.
Because you refuse to understand that your mother killed your father.
Uncle, you're a liar. My mother was good to my father all through. He died of natural causes. You, on the other hand, are the one that's doing everything to make me an orphan.
Can't you use your head? Don't you use your head? What your mother is suffering today is as a result of the evil she unleashed on my own brother. Wise children ask of what happened, what killed their father, but you won't because you are not wise.
Everything my mother suffers today is a result of your wickedness and everything you've done to her. You can keep the land. We don't need it. But I assure you of something. Someday you're going to die, and then you'll be buried on one of those controversial lands you've seized.
As long as you are clinging to the woman who killed your father, you will never know peace. And you always wallow in backwardness. You will never lay your hands in any of the family lands. Never!
I don't need the family land to make me uncle. That's what you don't know. You can only threaten as a man, but you're not God. Hope you belong enough on earth to see it.
Challenging me in my own house. Eh? Okay. We'll see.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, young man. How are you?
My princess, don't feel as if I'm flattering you. But the entire guards in this palace have come to the conclusion that you're a better princess than your sister. Please, I'll advise that you don't allow her wickedness to influence your love for the poor.
Oh, that is really sweet. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay? But my sister is not wicked. I mean, she just behaves the way she wants to behave. Okay, my love and regards to the guards.
Wait a minute, my princess. Please don't invite Austin to the palace again.
Why?
I volunteered to take your messages to him and he is back to you. Because the king is beginning to investigate about him and I'm not sure it's good for him.
My father investigating Austin. How did he get to know that?
Ugezu was invited the other day and he was asked about Austin's background. He didn't know much, so he didn't say anything, but you know the king will continue investigating.
Well, now do you think there's anything about Austin's background that would make someone hate him? I mean, aside the obvious fact that we all know that he is poor.
You see, most people feel his mother killed his father. My father said he doesn't believe that. But the poor woman was forced to take an oath, and she's presently facing a terminal ailment. Most people think the gods are punishing her slowly.
Now, I do not buy that jest. It's not true.
Well, same here. I don't believe it too. But then, the king is curious. We have to let him be for the time being. But please, I'll advise that you continue loving the poor. The gods of the poor shall see you through.
I know your conscience never lies.
I didn't get to know why the king was asking all the questions until the head princess confronted me on my way out. How is it? Austin, your nephew, is planning to marry the second princess. And from what I gathered, the young woman is excited about it.
Why would the princess want to marry someone who doesn't reason like men of his family? Why?
Many people believe now that the girls are not responsible for that woman's ailment. And that simply means your accusation that she killed her husband was wrong.
I am sorry. Where are you coming from?
Where am I coming from? Obviously, where I'm coming from is when the girls inflict a person with any ailment, it does not last more than 21 days and the person must die. This woman has been sick for almost a year now. And there is simply no way you can sustain the argument that the girls are after her.
Am I sure you didn't tell the king this rubbish you are saying here?
No, I didn't. But I just want to be sure that you are not waging unnecessary war against the woman.
Are you aware that there are so many ways to kill a man?
How did she kill him?
She was sleeping around with men and at the same time cooking for my brother. And that's how he died. Is she not the one who killed him?
Do you know any of these men that slept with her?
You're asking so many questions as you don't trust me. And I'm not finding it funny.
It's your audience there. That young man wants to marry the princess. Try and encourage him to marry her. It's going to be good for you and for all of us. Even if it is Mma that killed her husband, you will not transfer or extend your anger on your nephew, your brother's son. Make things easy for yourself and for all of us. That is my kind advice. Iyke, how do you say? I will be taking my leave now.
Preacher. Nonsense. Yes, a woman rapper.
My son, there are so many things I am not supposed to tell you as a mother. But this whole thing is taking a new dimension. And there is need for me to tell you, at least for you to know what actually happened.
Please, accept to marry me, and I will just marry immediately.
You're putting me on the spot. I cannot accept to marry just like that. I need time to make a decision.
Okay. I'll give you all the necessary time you need, okay? But I just want you to know that I'm very much in love with you. Is that okay? Okay. Have a seat.
Are you?
Okay. Why are you looking at me as if you don't like the leader I presented?
Is it not Mama, the daughter of Okudilo Keke, from this place? I know her very well.
Why then are you sounding as if I came home with a stranger? Well, I proposed to her. She's the one I want to marry.
Bernard, I'm sorry. You are not going to marry her.
I don't understand. What is going on? Why kid against her?
She a mistress material, not a wife material.
Why are you castigating her? You don't even know her. This is the first time I've seen this lady. And besides, why do you feel that she will not make a good housewife?
She's too beautiful. And beautiful women don't always make good wife. They encounter so many men every day that want to sleep with them. How many can they resist? How many? You see, tell her to be your mistress. I'm happy you are looking around. Look around really and pick any good woman here. Or from the women here, anyone that is a good material.
I regret ever coming to show you my wife. Your advice does not make sense. And I wish to tell you right away that I'm proceeding to marry that lady.
Do you think you can marry from this community without my consent?
I'm not answerable to you. You are not putting food on my table. You are not the king of this kingdom. So there is no way you can impose anything on anybody. Excuse me. Let's get out of this place.
Is everything alright? Why is your brother? Why will you be so suddenly?
I will explain later, don't worry.
I got your message that I should come and see you today. And I've been here for almost 10 minutes. You've not said anything to me.
I invited you because I know you're a complete woman. And you will understand my call.
But I'm sorry, Chief. Sincerely, I don't understand this call.
You see, we can solve this problem. And you get married to my brother without any opposition at all.
That's exactly what I want. A united family that speaks with one voice. I cannot be comfortable with any family that there is no peace in it.
Good. You will be my mistress.
I beg your pardon.
We are adults, and adults can handle secrets. You see, you will marry my brother, but first, you will let me into the woman in you. It will remain a secret till we die.
Are you sick or something? Can you hear yourself that I should sleep with you before you accept me as your brother's wife?
We can even start today, right inside this house. The most secretly guided romance.
Leave me alone. You are evil. You are evil, and your evil shall catch you up. Nonsense. Leave me alone.
I confirm from that day that Odunze is an evil man.
Why didn't you tell father all of this?
I had no evidence. I mean, he can deny he never made any pass at me. And there is no way I'll prove it. And that would be his words against mine. I mean, your father will even be angry for me answering that call in the first place.
Mother, this is wickedness.
Ever since that day, I turned down and walked out on him. He treated me as an outcast. He did everything possible to set me against your father. But your father loved me unto death.
Did he attend your wedding?
Of course he did. He attended. But right there in the church, he was still making passes at me. I simply decided to avoid him. And that has been the root of all these problems I'm having.
I've been told of all your evil past from my mother. And I've come to tell you that if you take that woman's life, God will judge you. You hear me, Uncle? God will judge you.
What has come over you? To walk into my own house, to point accusing fingers at me, for nothing.
Accusing fingers at you? You made my mother swear an oath that she didn't kill my father. Uncle, can you swear the same oath that all your wickedness towards her is just because she refused to be your mistress?
The problem I have with you is that you have refused to grow. You are not behaving like a man from this community. You will die uncelebrated.
I've turned that curse to you and your next generation.
Shut up. Why should you draw conclusions from what a woman said? Eh? And besides, what have I to do with your mother? Such a the best woman like that. She has no
talking about my mother like that. Eh? You know what? I will not touch you. I will control this burning anger in me. I will not touch you. You want to transfer your curses to me? It is just for you to bear. Your wickedness will find you one day. There's still a God. You will die like a rat in this community. We'll watch you go.
What has given this brat the guts to come in here and harass me like this? Is that because of the relationship he has with the princess?
Bring him here.
Stand up.
What did I do to you? What did I do to you?
Shut up.
Please spare my life. I'm all my mother has. Please.
I will. Only on the condition that you stay away from my sister. Now the next time I see you anywhere around her, you won't be this lucky. You hear me?
Sit down. Yes?
First, I must say that I am not impressed with the attention you gave me. I was the first to come to this palace today. I expected that you should have come and seen me.
Says who? I've always advised you to be careful when you are in the presence of the king. Do not forget the fact that I am the king of this land. Now, how do you expect me to come out by 7 o'clock? You probably forgot that I am the king and needed to prepare myself very well before I step into this chamber. You seem to have forgotten that. By the way, why are you here?
Bernard, my late brother, left a wife and a son. That son of his has been expunged from the family because he doesn't reason like us. And that same highly debased boy I heard is in love with one of your daughters. That's why I have come to ask why you should allow that to happen.
Odunze, I should be asking you that question rather. And my question is this. Were you told by anybody that I started the relationship between your nephew and my daughter? Did anybody tell you that? That the understanding existence between your nephew and my daughter, that I started it?
Can that ever happen without the knowledge of the king?
Now you listen to me, Odunze. Listen very carefully. I'm aware that your nephew has been coming here for Nneka, the young princess. Alright? Now, the matter is before the throne. The throne is handling the matter. And that it's not enough for you to leave your house and invade the throne to start asking the same question this early. Better be careful. Now I want you to go back to your house. Go back to your house and allow the throne to investigate what ought to be investigated. Now leave.
I will do as your highness has said. But I want to let you know that that boy is not good for the princess. He has proved to be a traitor in the family. And if you allow him into this palace, he will do the same to this palace.
I have spoken, Odunze, and I am sure you heard me correctly. Now, leave.
Igwe.
You're going to leave that girl, eh? You're going to leave that girl. They will kill you if you continue.
I'm not going to leave her, Mama.
Meaning? Hey. Austin, don't you have value for your life? Whatever you are doing with that girl is risky. And they will kill you if you continue.
Mama, I'd rather live in pain than live freely without her.
Hey,
she understands me. No, she really understands me. She thinks I'm intelligent. She thinks I have a great future. Despite our class disparity, she sticks with me. No, it's not everybody that can do that. She's paid enormous sacrifices. I can't disappoint her now.
Hey, Austin, I don't want to lose you. Hey.
Mama, can you use the hot compress? I think my ribs are bruised.
Oh my God.
She ordered the guards to beat me up. And they descended on me like a common criminal.
Austin, I'm so sorry. The chief guard told me and I had to run down immediately. Because then, I know it's hard. Please forgive her. Please.
Everybody thinks I should leave you. I'm beginning to see the wisdom in what they're saying.
How could you even say a thing like that? How? Why do you want my sister to come in between us? God knows I love you. I love you so much.
I love you too, Nneka. But my life is in jeopardy now. I had such high hopes for our future. But one needs to be alive to see the future.
You promised me that nothing will ever come between us. What is happening now?
I know what I promised. And I believe in it. I'm growing insecure by the day. Look around you. I live in abject poverty. You're a princess.
Oh, please, just stop it, okay? Stop it. Stop it. Look. Austin. Don't ever look at me like a princess. Look at me like a woman who is in love with you. A woman who can do anything for you. You are my king. Look. Austin, the more you present yourself as a poor citizen of this community, I will always feel indebted to you. Always.
Our love runs so deep. And yet people don't even understand it also. I'm worried. It's not so much for me. If I lose my life now, who will take care of my mother? We're all we have. We have nothing else.
What about me? Austin, what about me? Just assure me that you still love me.
I love you. But you see, the problem is...
Austin, I love you. I love you. Don't ever see me as a princess. Don't see me as a normal girl. As a girl that is in love with you. See me as a girl that can do anything for you. Anything. I will sort out everything when I go back to the palace. Trust me. I cannot live this life without you.
You ask that I clamp down on that boy, and I promise I will just do that.
Then do it, Father. Do it. Fast, too. I mean, you're wasting too much time on this, and it's beginning to get very uncomfortable. I don't know why this sudden recourse to diplomacy.
That is the word. Diplomacy, my dear. We have to tread with caution. You see, that boy is a legitimate son of this land. And whatever punishment that I'm going to give to him must not only be legitimate, but must also have a reason, a good reason for that matter.
Oh, Father, I'm sorry to say this, but I'm really disappointed. Who the hell is Austin in the first place? And Father, how could you mention legitimacy as a reason for not clamping down on that nobody, that poor thing, who has no respect for this palace whatsoever? If there's anything that boy deserves, it's to be punished severely too.
Why should he be punished? Huh? Why should he? At least it has not been reported that he molested the princess. No. They simply got attracted to each other. And we should be civilized enough to know when we start encroaching on people's right.
Wait, Father, does it mean that you no longer trust me?
Says who? You are the head princess, and I trust you absolutely.
Then just issue an order. That's all you need to do. Issue a royal order and stop Nneka from ever seeing that riffraff again, and ban him from ever stepping his foot into this palace. Father, I am the head princess of this palace, and as such, I will not sit down, fold my arms and watch somebody come into this palace and bring it down to ridicule. For Christ's sake, Father, that guy might end up marrying Nneka.
I should really do that?
Father, remember, we were brought up to be attracted to only people with glaring charisma and some sort of credibility. You do not have a son, you know. And don't forget, tradition permits that your son-in-law takes over from you once you're gone. Just look at it. If Nneka ends up marrying that dirty riffraff, what will happen to the palace? It will just bring this whole place into some child's play. You don't want that to happen. Nneka has to be forced to dine and wine with the mighty, and the mighty only. Father, come on. I know you know what I'm talking about. Rise up and do something. Rise up as king, Father. Do something before it's too late. Okay, Daddy?
My son, I listened to everything she said. And I think you can continue with her. She showed me the picture of a woman in love. And it will be unfair if you leave her. Though I said they may kill you. But the Bible says that no man ever decrees it comes to pass unless God ordains. If God didn't endorse a man's death, his enemies will not kill him. Listen, my son. I am your mother. And I think I know women. That lady that just walked out loves you dearly. And you should try and love her back. Yes.
It's rather ironic, Mother, but a moment ago you said I shouldn't go near her anymore. Why are you saying something different now?
Yes, I did. I told you my reasons. I mean, I've never interacted with her. I've never heard her speak. I listened to her today and I vacated myself. That woman is a good one, and she must not be taken for granted. My son, if you are sure that you love her, just go on and be with her. Yes.
Hey man, this is what I found. Hope it's cool.
Hey baby, how are you?
Baby, I came into town some few minutes ago, and I am calling to inform you that I love you so much.
That's quite heartwarming. You know I love you too.
Could you please come over to my place? Please.
Fidel, you know I do not like to come over to your house because of all those classless boys you hang around with.
Njideka, I am not happy that you are saying this. Because it shows me that you have not been coming around in my absence. I have fired all the boys. I am here with my friend Brown. Can you tell me that Brown is classless? Can you qualify Brown as being classless? Can you?
Whatever. Okay, so when do you want me to come?
You see, Njideka, I actually want you to spend the night. I have lots and lots of things to discuss with you. You know, is there anything wrong if you give me the night?
Come on, Fidel. You know I can't spend the night. I'm the head princess of this kingdom, and as such, I can just spend the night like that. If anything has to make me sleep out, then it has to be properly put together.
In that case, I will say you begin to come immediately. Njideka, I want to look into your very beautiful face and assure myself one more time that you are still the noble woman that is going to be the mother of my children.
Fidel, stop. You've started with your flatteries. Anyway, I'll see you soon. Okay? Bye. Yes! Woo.
And who was that you were discussing with and the class thing and all that?
Why must you always ask me this kind of question?
I would ask because I heard my name. You mentioned my name, man.
Njideka, Princess Njideka.
Wow, nice.
She is on her way to this place, and I think we have to search the entire house. You know, let us see if there is anything that anybody can define as rubbish. We need to remove everything from there.
Yeah, you have a point, man. Now let's get to work. Let's start on the inside.
I bow in greetings for Princess Nneka of Ubema Kingdom. You shall live long, Your Highness.
Thank you very much, my brother. So what do I owe all these greetings?
The king is on his throne. He says he wants to see you the moment you get back to the palace.
What? He wants to see me?
Yes.
Why? Look, my brother. Tell me, why would the king leave such a message for me? Brother, talk to me.
I feel happy whenever you refer to me as brother. This makes me feel very important in this palace, and I feel indebted to you.
You still haven't told me why he wants to see me.
The only difference between you and your sister is that she's the older one and you're younger. But before the eyes of everyone in this great kingdom, you are the same because you're all princesses. When you appear before the king, don't allow yourself to be overshadowed. Behave like a princess and stand like one.
Thank you.
You shall await me, whatever you sow will give you chase.
Let me leave my father, the king of the Bema Kingdom. You sent for me, sir.
Now I want you to listen to me. I do not want to see that boy in this palace anymore. And I hereby bar you from going out with him. Do I make myself clear?
When you appear before the king, don't allow yourself to be overshadowed. Behave like a princess and stand like one.
With all due respect, sir, could you please give me one reason why you have passed this judgment?
All right. I will try. I am the king of this land, And my words are law. If you ever see that boy again, I will simply regard you as a disobedient princess. Do not ever see him anymore. Do I make myself clear?
Why are you doing this to me? Why? I'm a princess.
That is the more reason why you should stop seeing him. That is the more reason why you should know the kind of friends you keep. If I happen to join my ancestors today, any of my sons-in-law can as well become the king of this land. So you should be mindful of that always.
I am not involved in the politics of this kingdom. And I would not be in the nearest future.
That's where you go wrong. Wrong! Because you are already involved in the politics of this kingdom. You've already involved. And you cannot exclude yourself from it. Because you've already attached yourself to that that person that is far below your status. Oh, my princess, you must always learn how to carry yourself. Carry yourself as a princess. And in that capacity. Now get out of my sight. Get out! See what I'm saying? Come on, you see what I'm saying, man?
You know, I just have this feeling that you're likely to be admiring me like this for a very long time.
You know, let me can we just see? Can we just see?
Wow.
Please. You see what I'm talking about? Let's see, let's please. You know something that I want you to understand.
You know, the uniqueness of your beauty is unprecedented. And to imagine that you live here in Ubema Kingdom and you are still this beautifully baffles me. You know, you are a special woman, and I bless that very day I met you. I adore the hour I called you and you responded to me. Let me tell you one thing, sweetheart. I belong to
you. Beauty. You know, I've come to realize that, as the saying goes, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You know, some people may not think me beautiful.
Some fools anyway.
But you do. And seriously, do you really think that beauty has anything to do with where someone stays? Or the personality the person possesses?
You know, what I think as Fidel Gunabo is grossly irrelevant. I'm telling you, it's grossly irrelevant. I am telling you what I used to believe, that beauty has got to do with where someone stays, where someone lives, and where someone rests. But you proved me wrong completely. Now I know that beauty is an individual thing. And if you ask me, Njideka, I will tell you that you are the most beautiful woman on earth.
It sounds like flattery to me, but trust me, I like it. You know, I never used to take lightly to such talks. I never would not even listen to them, but coming from you, it sounds nice. So, tell me, what exactly is it you wanted to talk to me about?
You know, I don't think you have to be in a hurry about it. What I want to discuss with you is not something that is going to make you feel nervous. You don't have to feel nervous about it, okay? I am back in the country, and this time around I'm going to stay here for a very long time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, when exactly do you intend to come and see my parents? Or are you still contemplating December?
Why December? December is too far.
You know, any man who is privileged to have someone as beautiful as you at his beck and call shouldn't be wasting time. Why should the person be wasting time? You know, let me give you the glimmer, maybe a kind of glimmer of the reason why I said come. Because I wanted us to sit down as we are sitting down now and decide on the kind of marriage that we are going to fix. So you tell me, Njideka, what exactly do you want?
Well, I think that most importantly, you should come and see my parents first.
Okay.
After which, the kind of wedding I want to have would be decided on. I think most importantly, first thing you should do is come see my parents.
That's good. Coming, that means everything could be actually completed before this very month runs out. Sweet baby. Lovely. You care for this?
No, come on, I'm not into alcohol.
I'm at your service, my princess. You look worried. Is anything the matter?
I went to see the king, and he angered me.
Ernest just drove into the palace. He's with the king. What do I tell them?
My brother, I trust you. Tell Ernest whatever you think is right. I do not want to see him.
Well, I'll tell him you're angry and refuse to let me into your presence.
I trust you with my life. So whatever you tell him, I know you have my back.
Yes, Your Highness.
You are welcome once more.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
I told your father that you are going to marry one of my daughters. And since you constantly insist that it's Nneka that you desire, I vote to give you what you want.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Thank you very much.
Your father was a great lover of peace, and it's only right that you step into his noble shoes as a great lover of peace that he was.
I will do my best, Your Majesty.
Good. Your Majesty. Yes. Where is Princess?
She refused to let me into her presence.
Why?
I suppose she's angry and asked me to drop the message. But we can't deliver any message to any royalty who's not willing to see the message bearer.
Sorry, Your Majesty. Can you take me to her?
Are you sure it's the right thing to do?
Take me to her.
Majesty.
Your Majesty.
Okay. It's part of it. My brother, man, I love that girl. You know, I love that girl so much. You know why? Why? Because she knows what she wants and how to go about it.
Yes, but Fidel, look, if you love this girl as you say, why don't you just tell her the truth?
You know, I don't understand. What do you mean by tell her the truth?
Open up to her. Tell her you do drugs. Yes. It is better she finds out now than later.
Hey. Now, Brian, I want to warn you immediately before I forget. Do not ever open your very cursed mouth to say this rubbish again, that I do drugs. If you ever mention this anywhere again, you are going to regret that very first day you make me for the very first time. That I do drugs. What's your business? No, do I inhale the drugs through your nose? Have I ever brought the drug very close to your face? What's your business? Why are you beginning to poke into my face? What's the problem?
Fidel,
please. If I know you will say this, I would have actually dismissed it from the gate. No sense.
I waited for that letter for ages. And he chose now to arrive. A time when I need to take care of my mother, when she needs me. I can't go.
I am sorry to say this, Austin. You cannot afford to lose the job of your dream. You can rush to Asaba for this interview. I know your mother. She's a strong woman. She can manage. Just make up your mind.
It's not a good time for her to manage, Maduka. She needs me every waking second. She is very weak.
Austin, remember that cash is involved. Without cash, you can't do anything. Look, you are going to lose the job and you will have yourself to blame. Don't say it as if I'm not concerned about your mother's ailments. I do. I am very concerned about it. But then, you need to have something doing to take good care of yourself and your future. You understand? I want you to see it from that angle. Just make up your mind.
Nneka, I called you into this room this night so we could talk like sisters. Ernest Ogonabo is the man that you're going to marry because that's the man everyone is comfortable with. You see, you just have to get this over and done with. Settle this matter once and for all. Tell this Austin guy to stay off so you can concentrate on the person you're going to marry. Because Nneka, there is just no way you're going to end up marrying a pauper.
I don't like him. I don't even feel anything for Ernest. Njideka, why would you want me to marry a man that I do not love and would never be happy with? Because our father has promised his family that we're going to get married.
Okay, now let me tell you a little story which our mother said to me before she passed. Mother said that when she was about getting married to Dad, she never liked him. But because the two families had agreed, she did not have an option. You know the funny thing? It wasn't up to a month she started living with Father. She fell in love with him. So why don't you do the same thing? Why don't you want to follow in Mother's footsteps?
Njideka, Mother cannot claim not to have had any feelings whatsoever for Dad. I mean, even if this arranged marriage would ever work, at least that woman should feel something and should be attracted to the man. But in Ernest's case, I don't feel nothing. I am not attracted to him at all. And I cannot follow Mom's footsteps because I am me. Mom is Mom.
You're listening to a demo for StartMusic.com.
Babes?
Hello, dear. I'm really worried about my mother's illness.
What happened?
Well, nothing happened really. It's just that, the letter I told you about, I've been waiting for from Asaba. They finally arrived and they want me there tomorrow. I can't go because there's no one that will take care of Mama.
Why should that be a problem to you? Of course I will. I'll take care of her.
You're serious? You leave the opulence of your palace to come here to take care of Mama?
Austin, she's also my mom. I would do anything for her. Of course I will.
Baby, you have solved my problem.
You're welcome. Look, if I cannot be of help to you times like this, then it's worthless being your friend. It's worthless saying I love you.
God bless you. I love you so much.
I love you too, baby. Good night.
Good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah? Okay.
Nneka, don't tell me that you've still seen that son of a nobody.
Why do you hate him so much? I love him.
Okay. So, what did he tell you?
Well, he's going for a job interview in Asaba.
Of course I said it. Oh, So that lowlife has finally perfected his plan to dump you. You better call that son of a bitch and tell him that you do not want the relationship again before he dumps you. And that it's being said that Papa now dumped the princess. Call him now.
Njideka, he's not going to dump me. He loves me. And I'm not going to make that call.
The sun is shining. The mind is evil, the wicked finds no resting place. You shall embrace me, whatever you sow will give you chase. Hey, I say, Bama, I know your conscience never lies. Hey, I say, Bama, I know your heart will surely find the rightful man to take us to the promised land. Who wears the cap to feed, he wears the crown. Hey, Siva, who is the crown? Hey, Siva.